to another live episode of the Hype Man Podcast. I'm your host, Leroy or Leroy, either way, it's your boy. And this afternoon, Heather is going to dig out some trees and some shrubs. She's been doing this for a while, but now she wanted to do a video on it so you guys can see exactly how she does it when she's in the migraine, if she's having any vertigo or her fibromyalgia is kicking up in her hands and things like that. So she just wanted to do this great video.
And Leroy is also here to help out when I need breaks or if I need someone to help balance. And then he's also able to give loved ones and spouses additional tips to help when you're in a migraine or having other chronic health issues.
All right, so it looks like, and you'll probably see our dog Coco in the shot. He's a Cocker Spaniel, and she wants to know what the heck are we doing.
Yeah.
So right now, I know Coco's blocking the way, but Heather is digging out a small tree. As you can see, there's a bunch of small baby trees back here we're trying to get out. This is a task we wouldn't want to do for a while.
Hi, baby.
And Heather did a great job last summer. She took out all 4 evergreen bushes in the front. Of course, I helped with, Heather, you need any assistance?
I may.
Okay.
So these are things.
Yeah, and if she ends up taking out a plant, no big deal. I'll just replant it.
Yeah.
You need.
Sometimes it's easier to pull.
No, you need to get more underneath. Yep.
Sometimes. Not all the times, but sometimes.
Here.
Thank you. Thank you. We have been getting rid of shrubbery back here too because we're starting to notice wildlife come through.
Yeah, come through. Our dogs. One of our dogs chased out a bunny this morning from back here. And then this is something that Heather and I have been wanting to do for a while, but of course, she doesn't want me to just do everything.
Yep.
So she wanted to give it a shot, and the tool she has here is probably one of her favorite tools, if not her favorite tool.
Oh, I see it.
I'm all in the shot.
That's okay.
That's a deep. You want me to just cut it?
No. It's being stubborn. But you know what we might need? While I pull, you might want to dig, or while you pull, I'll dig. And then work this way. Because I see the root. There we go.
There we go.
So that's how we do it.
And if you're doing this by yourself and you have any ailments similar to Heather, I would say just take your time. What Heather was trying to do is, of course, create a circle radius with this tool to get around it so she can get it out of the ground.
Yep.
But of course, that root was down in there pretty good, and she didn't want to destroy the daffodil that was, of course, next to it. But that's okay, because the bunny that was back here smashed them all down anyway.
Yeah.
And of course, they're going into hibernation anyway. So once they bloom, they start to die down and flatten out.
Yeah. And so another thing too, if you're a one-income family and you're wanting to garden, a tip for that is go to your community members, go to your neighbors. If you're not too keen on the idea of going to your neighbors, then you might look in your town for a local Buy Nothing community group on Facebook, and they have them up in almost any town. But if they don't have it, you can look into community members, you can look into neighbors. Sometimes when they have gardens, there's an abundance of thinning out with plants and flowers, and most of the time people are willing to give because there's too much.
There's too much. Yeah, we actually got a bunch of plants.
Daylilies.
No, I've been talking about. Yeah, we got daylilies and hostas
Yep.
from our Buy Nothing page on
Yep.
Facebook. So we were very grateful for that. It was just a lot of people like they were like, yeah, you know, we would bring our tools to dig out stuff, and they
Yep.
would just say, they would come out, here's the area, up to this point, you can take as many as you want, many as you need. Just, you know, they'll tell us, okay, this area you can take from, this area you can't.
Yep.
And it's like, no, this is more than enough.
Right.
So
Right.
we
And
greatly appreciate it.
so it's one of those things where you think, okay, well, how can I do this with one income family, limited resources? I mean, neighbors are a wonderful thing, or community members. They're wonderful people. And, you know, so it's just asking for some help, which is often hard for people to do when they have some sort of chronic health issues. So, and that's something both Leroy and I have had to overcome, was the pride part. And we don't mind now, but it took us a while to both get there. And so we saw the benefit as we were able to add to our garden. We are able to help, like Leroy was saying, help them out, other neighbors out, by digging plants up that they didn't want to dig. So, and wildlife isn't always a bad thing, but we have the past year had skunk roaming between our yard, our neighbor's yard, and so we're just trying to get rid of any thick greenery. And our dogs, especially the brown Cocker Spaniel that you guys are seeing, she loves going back here, and she's been noticing lots of bunnies and things like that. And so we're just trying to see what we can do to help this situation out. And also, it's starting to look tacky, so you know, it's a win-win.
Yeah, this one's gonna have to be cut.
That one?
Yeah,
You want me to start stomping on it?
it's right up against
I can try.
where they've got the peat gravel. Because I don't want to break it. And then,
No, yeah. So one thing that you guys may not know about Leroy is that he also has a fractured foot. And we've been working with that, which is fine, but we all have our things. So
yeah, I got slight fracture in my foot, and then also I got lower lumbar arthritis.
yep.
In my lower back. So Heather gets really concerned
I do.
when I do too much. You see what I mean? You're not gonna be able to. That's what I think I might just have to cut it.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes too, this is also therapeutic for me.
Therapeutic for her, it's work for me.
And unfortunately, I'm hitting what? I hear it.
Yeah, no, well, what you're scraping up against is what I was worried about.
Okay, okay. But I do find gardening therapeutic. The last year it's been a struggle because we have been, if you need me back there, let me know. We have been figuring out what I can do, what I can't do, what is too much, what is too painful with fibromyalgia. So fibromyalgia is not new, but it's a recent. I was protecting her head. It's a recent diagnosis, so It's not the end of the world, but I do get a lot of inflammation and pain and nerves in my hands, in my feet, in my legs, to the point where sometimes it really hurts to walk up and down stairs. So, my neurologist gave a wonderful tip. Thank you, Leroy. Is that for those with fibromyalgia, basically the 10 minutes, the neurologist gave that tip of 10 minutes, and meaning work for 10 minutes in the garden and see how your hands and feet and your fibro or wherever it hurts in your body, or maybe your head with the migraine, see where it hurts with your head. And then if you need to go back and rest for a while inside, do that, and then come back outside if you're able for another 10 minutes. So that's a new system to me. I'm not crazy about the new system, but that's when today it might be more than 10 minutes because I really want to take advantage of the rainfall that we've had and utilize the softer ground.
Soft soil, yeah.
And so sometimes you might see Leroy doing a little bit more because I'm trying to still keep it at a maximum limit, if you will, and not overdo it. But that's not always easy because I'm also very stubborn.
Yep. That she is.
So
Sometimes she gets in her own way and she makes the situation worse.
yep.
Instead of listening to her body, she tends to push on and then.
Yep.
Yeah. You
So,
want a shovel?
I
Oh
do.
yeah. Oops.
It's hidden.
Sorry,
It's
folks.
like-
Sorry, folks.
It looks like it opened.
Are you just trying to get the vine off of
Yep. Thank you.
Yep.
So yeah. So there's lots of ways
Go.
you can help each other out.
Yep.
And still be supportive and not enabler, if that's the right word. And so in this situation, Leroy is very supportive because he knows I enjoy doing this stuff.
See, for her, like she said, therapeutic. To me, this is work. So, but she is definitely, she's the nature lover out of the two of us. Not saying that I don't enjoy it. I find this stuff to be work where she finds it enjoyable. Are you going to pull the other way? There we go.
Yes!
There we go. Got
So what you're looking at is
it.
that.
Oh, that was satisfaction.
It was.
That was satisfactory right there. Ooh, heavy root ball.
So sometimes you see it's two people instead of one person because I can't do the full pulling.
Yeah.
Like right now my hands hurt, and that's speaking of fibro. And a trigger right now that some may not know of is we just had a lot of high humidity.
Uh-huh.
We just had a heat wave.
We just had a severe storm too.
We just had a severe storm, windy weather, and now we are due for a full moon, I believe on August 1st.
Yeah,
Monday.
Tomorrow.
So full moon is also a trigger for people with migraines. Yay!
For the folks that did not know, I didn't know that
Yeah,
until she read up on it, and
yeah,
this is like maybe what, 3 years back or so.
right. And I only read up on it because my neurologist said, you know what, full moon is a trigger for you. Because I recorded this in my migraine journal log. Sure enough, she was right. And I'm like, son of a gun.
Ooh.
You need me over that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then full moon isn't always a trigger for everybody because everyone's triggers are different.
Yep.
I want to specify that, but just keep in mind, you know, weather, moons, and all sorts of stuff can be a trigger. So,
Yep.
Yep.
You can follow you over here.
So that section right there that you see that's empty is the section that I pretty much dug up a couple weeks ago.
So, I don't know which side you want. Yeah, you see? Oh, yeah, you see it. Okay. I tried to point, I was like, nope. I need Heather to get down there.
It's being stubborn is what it is.
Yep.
I see. So
Yep.
sometimes when you have gravel or lava rocks like we do, we didn't put them in.
Nope.
They were here with the house. They aren't my favorite, but I also don't have the energy to
Yeah, but
pick them
I
out.
got a feeling. I'll have to research it. There's probably a benefit to it, which is why they did it.
I need to make a round edge. So if it's not working one way, you all know that you got to make a circumference around the whole weed or plant that you don't want. And then sometimes if you want to save the plants because of Mother Nature, you can replant them where you like for them to go. But in our case, most of what's back here,
Okay.
oh, I'm gonna get it out.
Okay.
What's back here is weeds. Go that way. If you want, I can go this way. If you want to, here. Yep. Let's go. And sometimes gloves are nice, but they're not.
I think it's right there.
So
I think that's it right there. It's
I
somewhere.
am not a fan of working with gloves.
She's not. That she's not. There you go.
And this is why, because I'm able to get a better grip and it's not slipping.
There you go. Oh, it's right there. Yep.
Woo! So that was the
Stubborn.
stubborn one.
Stubborn.
What you think, Cocoa Puff? Huh? We messing up with your world back here, pretty girl?
Yep. She's probably like, I don't like this. I used to chase bunnies back here. So I'm just gonna fill this hole back up. There you go. Yeah, so it looks like Heather said. She one weekend, she did this quarter herself while I was tending the front lawn. She was back here taking out stuff, and I believe she got a picture of this small tree she took out
I do.
a couple of weeks ago.
And it wasn't small.
No, it was not.
It was hefty.
It was reaching to not the top of the windowsill, but it was probably almost at the middle. So that's how tall it was. And also make sure you bring your water, which I did not bring, but that's okay.
When I was gonna go back in to refill this, I was gonna go get him a glass.
Back up. You're too close.
But for those who are migrainers, we need to keep ourselves hydrated. We need to keep ourselves hydrated because dehydration can be also a trigger for many people with migraines.
Yeah.
Another thing that we started working on, expanding on days like these, is using electrolytes, which is nothing new.
Now, because Heather used to do Gatorade.
Yep.
There's Pedialyte out there. There's hydration IV,
Yep.
which is one we've recently been trying. There's a sugar-free version of that.
I think it's IV hydration.
Okay, I said it backwards.
It's okay. Totally okay. You had the words right, just backwards.
Okay.
I have tried Pedialyte. I don't like it.
Yeah, you didn't. You weren't a fan. It's right here. You press the yay.
I also have tried Gatorade, but I know there's a lot of negative ingredients in it that aren't good for you, and one of them is food dyes. And for some people with migraines, food dyes can be a trigger. It's not a trigger for me, but it might be for somebody else. So,
There. No, it's under. You're not even hitting it.
no,
It's smack up against the wood. Yep.
buzzer.
It's like a rubber band.
What? I don't know what kind of bugs are crawling underneath, and I really don't want to find out. Always move that log too. We need to move the log. Woo! Hi, Cocos! Hi, sweet girl. Hi, Misties. Yes, get rid of it. Coco, stay.
Ah, there we go. Oh, watch. Got it. Almost hit my baby girl in the face with a root. But got it up.
It's okay, we'll be giving her a medicated eye drop tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they're both observant and peculiar what's going on. Misty, if we let her off of her lead, she would be all in
Yep,
here, getting in our way.
which is fine, but for those who don't know, our West Highland Terrier is a special needs dog. She is very able and capable, but what we mean by that is she has to have lots of treatment for her skin because she has skin allergies. So we are always on regiment methods with her by her vets. Knowledge that we talked with, and she's also looking at us, but she is on a lead because she will take full advantage of not only coming in here.
We're going in the back of our yard,
Yep.
in the far back with the
Yep.
with not only our plants, but we've got bushes back there, and yeah.
And
And then sometimes she's enjoying herself. She doesn't want to come out. And
yep,
Heather, being the size that she is, she can
go in
zigzag her
between.
way through, and I can't.
And so that becomes work for me, and I don't want to always do that. So we're back for part 2.
Yeah, we took a little 10-minute break like Heather mentioned earlier. And now we're back. Heather's working on getting this tree, shrub, bush out of here. That's
Weed, I don't know.
no, it's not a weed.
It's not a. Sorry for real people who garden. I don't know.
It's not a weed.
Woohoo!
But
That's me losing my balance.
But it is, I didn't even see it.
And that's okay. That's when I go, woohoo!
Sure, that's not good.
Oh, come
Okay.
on. Oh. Sorry, plants.
Okay, no, it's okay. They're dying down. It's all good. Like you look at, as long as the bulbs are down there, it's nothing better. Because you can even cut some of the greenery back. Oh,
Okay. And I'm like, oh, well. Because I hear it cracking the roots. And one thing, I think it might be wedged underneath the deck.
Yeah, if that's the case, then
No.
I'm gonna get the big. Yeah, you might be right.
Oh,
Heather, you're right about that. Don't
Wait.
hurt you.
I feel it. If I've been able to get bushes and shrubs out, I'm gonna get this sucker out.
Yeah, this is her determination with a little bit of stubbornness in there. But she is right. She's able to get bushes up, but you also have a good point too. It might be, the root might be underneath the wood deck here too. So
Can you pull?
I am pulling.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Here, how about you try and I pull. So you're gonna have to switch sides. Oh, babe.
Yeah.
Give me another foot.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I just want to see where.
Give it another foot.
Okay, there it is. So where's the? There it is.
Hey, baby.
That's where I need to.
Coco, I love you.
Watch out, Coco.
I heard it.
Oh, did you hear wood?
Oh, I
Oh,
heard
there we
it.
go. There we go. Got
It's
it.
coming.
Where the fuck? There we go. Ooh. Got it.
And that's how we do it. So, stubborn. Sometimes it's a benefit.
Like I said, it was her mostly passion with a hint of her stubbornness. But we got it. We got it. And the birds are actually like all that because they can get all the grubs and the worms in the ground. So they'll be happy.
Any tips for spouses out there? When you see a loved one gardening, wanting to
Ask
yard
them.
work?
No, yeah, want to do yard work? Just go in. I go in the mindset with Heather of me to be patient. Ask her what does she
Be
need. Does she
patient.
need to take breaks? Because, like Heather said, she's stubborn, and sometimes
Hi, honey.
she doesn't want to take breaks. I think that's as far as you're getting, Misty. Hold on. There you go.
Hi,
So,
honey.
Missy's trying. You see
Hi, honey.
if you see
Come here.
Misty, yeah, there she is. Yeah, Missy's in the shot, so she's trying to
Hi, honey.
get love from her mama. There it is.
Hi.
There she is. There's Misty.
Hi, sweet girl.
Yep, there's
This
Misty.
is our little mischief.
Uh-huh.
And yes, she has special needs because of the amount of treatment we have to give her.
Yep.
So not today, but tomorrow she'll be getting a medicated bath.
Yeah, we usually give it to her every 2 weeks.
Yep.
Sometimes every week. If she does have a breakout, it's twice a week.
Yep.
So, but so far she had that one breakout in April.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
a skin allergy breakout where
Yeah.
her skin and feet turn bright red
Yeah,
and
so
raw.
like she licked her front right paw so much that
honey,
it started
I love
to
you.
show that bright redness, and that's the sign. And it's like, okay, medicated back. If we got all that, we got the ointment for. Like, we've had Misty will be 8 in December, so
You see why you stop,
we've been
Mama?
we've been doing this for Misty
see
for
why you
8 years, just about 8 years. So this is nothing new to us. We have all the medication. We already know what we need to do. So.
Well, are you smelling, Mama?
And if you see Misty sniffing around Heather's head,
Right here.
that's to let Heather know, hey, either you're in or a migraine's coming. It's one of those two.
So she is my migraine alert dog. Hi, baby.
And there's Cocoa Puff.
Are you getting jealous?
Yep.
I love you. I Love you both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love you both. So they both have a benefit to us, but Misty has become my migraine alert dog, where she'll, like Leroy said, she'll sniff my forehead. Sometimes she'll sniff my mouth because of my breath.
Yeah, she'll sniff it and she'll linger. She'll stay there. And then if Heather's on the couch and she sniffs her head, she'll actually put her whole body on top of Heather's head. That's Misty's way of showing her mama comfort.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yep.
This is part 3 that we're doing.
So what I'm doing here is getting rid of this one because it's in between the pipes and the lining for the AC unit. So I'm gonna go ahead
and this one he doesn't want to dig up because it is intertwined with, like you said, the pipes.
So I'm just gonna cut it where I can cut it, and that will be there. Yep.
You're okay, Miss, I promise. It's okay. I know you want to come back here, but you're not going to. And then usually when we're not in heavy areas of things like this with greenery and possible like more nature stuff. I mean, gardening, simple, like pulling out weeds is different. We don't really have our full undivided attention on Misty. When we're back here doing this stuff. So to keep her safe as much as possible, less medical bills. We are keeping her on a lead, but when we do weeding with garden, like regular stuff, she does have free roam access to our backyard because it's all fenced in.
Okay, so I got that done. That looks a heck of a lot better.
It does. It looks fantastic.
So now Heather's going to get out some small greenery.
Yep.
Here. If you need my assistance, let me know.
Yep.
I know, baby. I know you're tired. That's Misty. If you're hearing a dog whining, that's Misty.
And we may at some point have to take her in because when she does that too much.
Yeah. And she knows her sister's inside, and she's probably like, okay, now I'm tired. I want to go. Okay.
You start to know your dog's behavior. We know ours fairly well.
Uh-huh. Like Missy loves the outside, but when she's done, she's done.
Another tip that I have for people with migraines or people who are triggered through certain triggers. For spouses, if you think that they'll be able to do other tasks during that day after they do a hard task like gardening or whatever it might be, know that that could be the only task they have for that day. And for me especially, for our lifestyle, for my lifestyle, I know a migraine is coming. I had auras last night and Misty sniffed my forehead earlier, and full moon is coming. So
full moon's tomorrow, like was mentioned earlier. So
yep.
Those folks who suffer from migraines, you might the full moon might be a trigger for you.
Yeah, and the full moon is a really big one for me, and so knowing that, I plan around it a lot of times. And so this will probably be the only hard task I'm doing today.
This is
and
after
then
this.
taking it easy.
After this, she's shutting it down.
So.
Because if she does any more, all it's gonna do is intense the migraine.
Yep.
Migraine's gonna come on even stronger, probably a lot faster than if she would just, relax and kind of decompress and all that stuff. So then maybe the migraine won't hit too much later tonight. Then if she kept pushing on doing this and doing some other household stuff, and then it might come on within the hour even stronger, and then, frustration sets in, which I totally understand. So, Heather, you need any help with that one?
I might. It's being stubborn. It's tiny, but it's stubborn.
It's tiny. You just need to know when you.
But so I want spouses to also know, like,
Okay.
For spouses, it's important for them to know, like, not to push it. And if this is all they can do,
Then that's all they can do.
Let it be.
But
Don't be like, oh, well, we had this, we had that, we had this. Nope.
Yeah.
Let it be.
Yeah, and what Heather is saying is exactly what she would do. She would, in the past, she would push herself.
Yep.
To where, I would have to tell her, that's enough, and then she would get upset because she would compare herself to where she was, say, 10 years ago till now. It's like, Heather, that was a big chunk. That's a big difference. A lot of changes in 10 plus years.
Yes.
And I get it, because the reality of it all is tough.
It's pride. It's independence.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot of emotions mixed in one. This one's stubborn too, and it's tiny. Sorry.
There it is.
Yay! But, like, I can feel my fibro, or fibromyalgia.
Would you like for me to take over?
Yes. So I can feel that intensifying a little bit, which is why my strength isn't as there as it was in the beginning. And you see, that's only been about 30 minutes. So.
More like 40, 45.
40, 45, says Leroy. Oh, thanks. Think we can just pull?
No, get the.
No, the root player's right there.
Get that, or you can get the. Actually, yeah, I can hear.
You want me to pull?
Yeah, that's all mine.
Okay.
Alright.
Just shifting around, figuring it out, talking it out.
Yeah, communication is key when you're working with a loved one.
Yep.
There we go.
With migraines or multiple diagnosis.
Oh, wow, okay.
Woo!
Oh, geez, you okay? You almost
I'm good.
You almost ran right into the AC unit. Good
Woo,
catch.
Chris.
Okay. And
We're
on
good.
and on that note, I'm gonna get this little small one and this small one, and we are done. All the little small stuff can wait. That's enough. Scared both of us.
Sorry.
Only one that didn't scare was Missy.
But the important thing is, he got it out and I got it out. Yay! Basically, just, be patient with your loved one who has migraines. Be patient if they have additional diagnosis, and offer to help. Even if it's not your thing, offer to help, please, because that means a world of a difference to us. And then there's things where, like, if I see Leroy needs water when we're doing this stuff, and as you saw, he mentioned this isn't really his thing. It's work to him. But when I go in to get water for myself, I bring water out for him. The acts of kindness, just being like, okay, making sure he's hydrated as well, because he's doing something for me, you know, and doing small things for him too. So work together, and just know that if it is a hard task, whether it's gardening like this, and if they say this is a hard task, believe them, don't push it, and let it be. And then see, okay, what can we prioritize that day, or what can be pushed for tomorrow instead of that same day. So hopefully this helps. If you've heard any other distractions in the background, we're sorry, but we're outside. And usually when we're outside, our dogs are outside with us too. So you might see our cute fur babies from time to time. So hopefully this helps anyone down the road, and if it does, let us know.
Have a great day. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Hype Man Podcast. Like and subscribe. We'll keep coming with the videos, and you guys have a great day. All right, take care.